Sports is something that a family household always enjoys. And whether it be football or soccer, all athletes started at a young age. Take volleyball, for example. According to Eric Olson's research at AP News, it states that all volleyball has been growing in participation every year in the US since 1980. And that means that more girls are in need of more coaches to teach them the basics, which is why I am here. I have played volleyball for 9 years, and not only have I played these basics, but I have mastered them. And today I will be demonstrating those 3 basics with help from my sister. The 3 basics every player must know is how to pass, set, and hit a volleyball. An August 3rd, 2023 article from a blog explains all these basics as well as provides helpful tips in order to explain it further. Now without further ado, I introduce my demonstrator, Macy Dickinson. And today we're going to be starting the first basic, which is passing. And to pass, you would need to have your stance in a shoulder width position and with knees bent and your arms out forwards, ready for the ball. And whenever it comes to passing the ball, you'll want to keep your arms straight and your hands overlapping with your thumbs parallel to each other. This is very important and is where you will be making contact with the ball. And I will be exemplifying this with Macy passing. As you can see, you do not move your hands. You will be moving your entire body with the ball. And that is the first basic of volleyball, which is passing. And it is a very important basic. It's the first basic. And every single player must know this basic because it is required. Now, setting is also required and is reserved for the setter of the team, like my sister, who is the setter of the team. But also, it is another skill that all players must need whenever the setter is out or injured. So for starters, you would want to again get in that shoulder width position, and you want to be facing where the ball is. And you will want to have your hands up ready to receive the ball. And you would also then make a diamond shape, like so. And whenever the ball is contacted with these hands, you'll be pushing down to your face. You'll still keep that diamond position and holding it like you're drinking, like a big old soda. And then pushing outwards, resulting in a Superman-like pose. For example, I will show. Like so. Result she ended in this, which helps direct the ball to where the hitter will make contact with the ball. So again. And that is the perfect stance and perfect example of a sitter. And now the final basic, and is also the main way of how teams get their kills, is by hitting or spiking the volleyball. It is something reserved for our front row hitters, where they come up over the net and spike the ball down on the other opponent's court with a lot of power and a lot of different techniques, but that's more advanced. So we'll start with also the basics of the approach, which is a 3-step method. And you first start with your dominant foot. My sister starts with her left foot, so she will take her first step with her left, and she will then take 2 bigger steps, a leap, resulting in a parted stance, and will be jumping off both feet, hitting the ball over the net. But now the actual action of hitting the ball, you want to have your arms reach back in a bow and arrow type of position, with your dominant hand being the one pulled back and your other arm being used to aim. Like so. If she wanted to hit the ball right here, she would make contact here, and she would have her hand reach over, creating a sort of topspin to make sure it goes down on the other opponent's court. And for example, like so. Her power is used correctly, and she also made the correct direction. She was aiming this way, and the ball, of course, went this way. And again. And it also aimed for the stairs, which it also worked. and that is the final representation of the final basic of volleyball, which is hitting and spiking. And now that I've demonstrated the final 3 basics of volleyball, I hope that a little girl out there will watch this video and be inspired to join this sport and love it as much as I have.